In 2006, College Bound opened its doors to its first class of high school students. 2 years later, in 2008, they contacted me about interviewing some of their first high school graduates on video. Those first 10 interviews were some of the most impactful moments of my young career. Since then, every year, for nearly 2 decades, I have filmed, interviewed, and gotten to know around 150 plus college-bound students, staff, and even family members from behind the camera. Over that time, I have asked them fundamental questions about their lives, their hopes, their dreams, their struggles. My camera and I have been around the country to see them in action as college students, postgraduate students, and even working professionals. Of course, the most resonant time to film them has always been during their graduations. As a first-generation college graduate myself, it has been a gift to witness dozens upon dozens of celebrations, full of deafening cheers, tears of joy and pride. Now that my camera has been pointed at College Bound for 18 years running, we decided I should meet back up with some old friends. Do you remember being interviewed on camera for the first time?
I remember being, I remember being interviewed for the first time, and I remember there were some tears. I'm Khadijah Jackson. I was College Bound class, the first class, 2006. When College Bound first started, it was probably about 30 of us, so I was very skeptical at the time, but they really just spoke to me personally as like a friend. And I hadn't had an adult speak to me in that way, where they just trusted me and they helped open me up as a person with not only just them as adults, but my peers.
That, for me, has been profound in teaching me about myself and about how I look at situations and how I get through things.
Today, I am the director of marketing for Merz Goodwill, and I also own my own business. College Bound is still very much a part of my life. You don't turn it off, it's still very much at the core of who you are, who I am. In any stage of your life, you have this support, these resources, these people that remain constantly champions of all the work that you're going to do. We are a family.
So you just look at me, just talk to me, just like 10 years ago, 12 years ago?
I know, right?
You graduated, 14?
Yes, don't remind me. Jeez. Woo. Yes, I graduated in 2014 from college. That's crazy. Hello, my name is Dr. Najana Henderson Spagner. I am College Bound High School class of 2010. I am currently a college and career counselor at Hazelwood West High School. I wasn't your typical college student. I was a college student with a child. Every semester, College Bound was on me, making sure academically I was okay, making sure emotionally and socially I was okay. Being able to take that approach with individualizing everybody's plan, it really made me feel seen. It made me feel heard. It made me so appreciative that, I still had this family. Today, I am a responsible mother. I definitely think I'm very level-headed now. I'm determined. I feel like now, if I made it through college, I can make it through anything. I was interested in college and career counseling because of the impact that College Bound had on me. And I've been able to help majority of my students just take the next step.
Give me an introduction. My name is, and we are...
Oh, all right. Well, my name is Tanner Center, and my affiliation with College Bound is I'm part of the first class. 2006 it started. In 2008, I graduated high school. Before College Bound, I didn't have anybody that took me on college visits. And the one thing that College Bound did for me and my mom was to help prepare us. Without the first domino of College Bound being there, the whole reality would shift.
These last 4 years that's gotten me to this point, I would love to give it to everyone. Any success that I want to have, I definitely want to give it on to the next.
So I'm an assistant director of financial aid. Talking to families, going through appeals, doing whatever I'm doing, I really do feel like it's pretty cool that I'm full circle in this position. And that's really something I got from College Bound is I want to pay it forward. These people help me navigate this college process, this career process. let me make sure that I go back and give that back.
The morals, the values, the principles, and the missions that they founded College Bound on, those same things are still in place today. I get to be a witness from being a product of the program, and now I get to be a witness of partnering with the program.
I see College Bound's future in continuing that work, attract leaders, attract new people, because I think the more people that's out here doing this work, the better.
I think that in the next 20 years, the norm is College Bound, that every school, every place has that system in play.
I think education would make me the type of mom that would give their children more guidance.
It has instilled in me something to where I'm passing it on to my children and making sure they're set up for success, whatever that looks like for them.
I want to make sure my children have the understanding that it's not a cliche when someone says, you can do whatever you want to do.
Everyone's doing pretty darn good for themselves, and they're starting families, they're becoming homeowners.
My name is Nelson Dorvla.
Shout out to Nelson, he's really doing big things.
So we're making millions. So I'll become CEO of something.
My name is Eric Oliver. Grew up in St. Louis all my life.
Eric, Eric, that's like I said, that's my guy right there because it said, hey, let's go buy some property down here in Atlanta. So 2020, bought property out here. He's been here ever since. One college degree could end a generation of poverty. Definitely for me, I see that it has, and I see that it continues to do that. That's why I still work in this field, and at least I get to be a part of students and families' lives and saying like, hey, I was able just to help them with this process.
When I think about Christopher in the future, I want him to go to college. I want him to experience the things that I did experience and that I didn't experience. Being able to look back at who we are now and being able to see who College Bound is still producing today, I feel like the work is live and it's in front of your eyes, and it's so important and so big that you can't miss it. You can't deny that the work that they're doing will change generations.
Y'all two get together like I'm taking a photo.
I think you're done.
Okay, great.
That's one, high school, college, or adult interview.
This one, because I didn't cry.